creative friends, it's Gwen and I'm back in the studio today for Maggie Holmes Monday. I've pulled out Garden Party Collection and I've got a plan to use 23 tags on just one layout. This particular project was inspired by a single piece of pattern paper and I'm going to use it to create a beautiful color blocked background. I'm teaming this with a black and white photo, and even if you don't have this particular pattern paper in your stash, you could try this technique with any cut apart sheet. First things first, you want to cut out all of the elements in the cut apart sheet. So there were quite a few in this one and I did just go ahead and cut every single one out. I used my full length trimmer to do the length of the paper and then I used my smaller guillotine trimmer to trim out each individual section. I wasn't sure at this point just how many tags I would need and I did want to have some options. So I did just go ahead and cut out every single one of them. And here is where the color blocking comes into play. I then sorted all of the elements in their color tones. I did realize at this point too that a couple of the elements had little sections that I would need to fussy cut out. So I have gone ahead and done that. And now I get to start building my background. Initially, I did want to go with more of a rainbow look, so red, then yellow and pink and green, purple and orange and blue. So that's why initially I started in that order. But then I felt that it wasn't really balanced. So I sort of rejigged things and put the greens on the left and the blues on the right and then blended the color tones in towards the center. I felt that overall that gave a more balanced feel to the layout. I have also added my signature frame to the background there, and that same floral pattern paper is the one that I use to mount my photo. I do that a lot. I feel like it's a really great hack to just make a page feel really complete and put together without too much thought having to go into it. I can now start embellishing and I'm going to stick with this color blocking idea. There are a lot of embellishments in this collection and a lot to choose from. So I'm going to help myself by restricting my choices and keeping the colors in their blocks. I'm also keen to lock in my title for the layout before I get too far along here because I want to make sure that I have space for it. I'm going to go with this black title and I love that it is in black because it balances out the black and white in my photo and it also ties into that background pattern paper that I have. It's like a cream base and then it's got these really cute little black spots. And I just feel that those three touches of black help pull everything together. When placing the embellishments, I am going to keep them within the constraints of those tab elements. So obviously I'm going to work within the blocks of color, but I'm also going to make sure that none of the elements really extend past that line of where the tags finish. So I am going to focus everything in that center area and your eye is going to naturally be led left to right. I am using my T-square ruler to make sure that any of the elements that have text on them, there's a couple of banner pieces there, I want to make sure that they are nice and straight on the page and I don't really have much to line them up with, so the T-square ruler comes in very handy for that. I've also been very aware to nestle the elements together. See the bird and then the banner that says hello and then my title lovely? See how they're all sort of nestled in against each other? I was really focused on that when I was thinking about where I was going to place my elements. Things are getting serious because I am gluing stuff down. I am though thinking in the back of my mind, this is missing something. It's still not quite complete. A lot of the elements that I have so far are actually quite large. I find a lot of the American Crafts collections can be a bit heavy in the larger elements, so I will need to have a I dig through and see if I can find some smaller bits and pieces to sort of round out the layout and make everything feel a little bit more balanced. And then it hits me. I know what this layout needs. It needs bows. I know this collection has quite a few bows in it, so I need to go on the hunt to see if I can find some that will coordinate with the color blocking that I have here. I do have a look through the embellishment pack and there wasn't anything really in there. A lot of those elements were big. I did find a smaller floral piece that I thought I might audition, and then there was, did you see really quickly there was a little pink bow that I think originally might have come from the sticker sheet, that one there. So I am going to use that. I also find this little pale bluey green one, and there is also this yellow one. I'm all about them bows. All of them do end up on the layout and they are perfect. I'm going to share with you some close-up images so you can see all of the details. If you like the way that I scrapbook or the way that I chat about the way that I scrapbook, I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up. And if you have a bunch of Maggie Holmes supplies in your stash that you would like to use up, be sure to check out this video right here. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, bye!